My name is Denis Zimiaski, and I am doing the retelling of the Iliad. The Iliad starts with the story of Achilles and Agamemnon's great quarrel and the dire effects it had upon the invading Greeks. Agamemnon's foolishness led to the 10 days of plague upon the Greeks when he refused to respect or honor a priest who has come to ransom his daughter Chryseis. The distraught priest prays to Apollo, asking him to punish the Greeks with plague and famine until Agamemnon frees his daughter. The great hero Achilles calls a meeting to discuss how to end the plague, which the oracle states was caused by Agamemnon. Agamemnon agrees to free Chryseis as long as he gets Briseis, who is Achilles' war prize. This leads to a great fight between the two, with Achilles vow that he will refuse to fight in the Trojan War until the Greeks beg and honor him. Achilles asks his mother, the sea goddess Theseus, to avenge him by asking Zeus to let the Trojans destroy the Greeks until they have realized they have dishonored Achilles. Zeus sends a deceitful dream to Agamemnon, telling him to go into battle, for his victory was assured. Agamemnon calls the kings as they prepare to go to war. It is agreed between the Trojans and Greeks that Menelaus and Paris should fight a duel to determine the outcome of the war. When Menelaus gains the upper hand in the fight, Aphrodite sweeps in and returns Paris to his room in Troy. Menelaus claims victory and the two sides call a truce. The gods decide to restart the war and convince the Trojan archer Pandarus to shoot Menelaus. He attempts to, as the arrow just grazes Menelaus but does not kill him. The war begins, this time with the Greeks gaining the upper hand. Hector returns to Troy to ask the women of the city to pray to the gods to help. Hector returns to the battle and drives the Greeks back against their ships. Nestor advises Agamemnon to appeal to Achilles for help. Agamemnon agrees and sends Odysseus, Ajax, and Phoenix to apologize with many gifts. Achilles refuses, stating that he does not trust Agamemnon and would rather die after a long life at home than win endless glory at Troy. The three return to Agamemnon, saying that Achilles will not join. The war continues. Patroclus, Achilles' good friend, is inspired to fight the war. Achilles gives him his armor and wishes him well. Patroclus goes forth and sends the Trojans back to the wall, but Hector, with Apollo's help, overpowers Patroclus and kills him. Achilles becomes highly upset and sinks into a major depression. Achilles decides to enter the battle to avenge Patroclus and kill Hector. Theseus begs him to reconsider, but seeing that he refuses. Achilles goes on a deadly rampage, killing many Trojans and sending all the others fleeing. Hector flees from Achilles' oncoming wrath, and a pursuit occurs around the walls of Troy. Athena goes down in the form of Hector's brother and convinces him to stand and fight. Hector asks that whoever is the victor will return the body, but Achilles refuses. They fight with Achilles knowing Hector's old armor's weakness and plunges his spear into Hector's throat, killing him.
Hector! Hector! Hector!
Achilles then drags Hector's body behind his chariot back to the Greek camp. A great funeral is held for Patroclus, but Hector's body remains unburied. Apollo prevents damage from happening to Hector's corpse because of his love of the great warrior. The gods agree that the Trojans deserve to properly bury Hector, so they send Priam to ransom the body. Priam returns with Hector's body, and a great funeral is held for the mighty hero.